Khloé, welcome back to On Purpose.
I'm so excited to be here.
You came on the podcast in 2019.
Okay, that's crazy.
Which is 6 years ago.
Yeah.
We just launched at the beginning of that year, and you were such an important part of helping the show get to where it is today.
Thank you.
So the kind words you were just saying to me a moment ago about the show are so much because of you.
Well, thank you.
And I'm so grateful to you, your beautiful and wonderful family who've just been so kind to me over the years, your mom who I adore, Kendall and Kim who've both been amazing guests on the show and people I've got to spend time with off screen as well. And it's just, you've all been so wonderful to me. So I'm deeply grateful and deeply touched by all the love.
We all adore you. We really, really do. And you just have this energy about you that everyone feels safe in talking with you. And that's a testament to the success of your podcast, obviously. But everything that you do, it's so from the intensity of your soul and it's beautiful. And you don't even realize that you're being recorded when talking with you. So yes, I'm so honored to be asked to be here again.
Oh, thank you. And the last time we were together, we were on your podcast.
Yes.
Which I'm so excited about. I can't wait to talk more about it.
I cannot even believe that yes, I am so grateful that you agreed to do that, but you were my second guest. And the fact that you did that and did it just, sure, of course. Like you never asked questions. I'm like, this is brand new. We've never launched or aired yet. Thank you. Like you're so generous and so kind.
No, I loved it. It was so much fun speaking to you and you using your platform to talk about important topics and themes and vulnerability. And then my favorite thing is we were in India just around this, like kind of coming around this time last year.
Yes.
And being with you in India and getting to take you to the monastery that I stayed at for some time. And
what an experience.
It was so beautiful to have that with you. And so thank you for letting me have that experience with you as well.
And I don't know when this airs, but the India episode for us, I think airs next week. So people are going to get to see that insight and see a little bit of where you practiced and just what a beautiful experience that was for us.
Yeah, you both were so gracious and kind and curious, and I was so in awe of just how wonderfully respectful and thoughtful and
thank you.
And the fact that we were on a crazy schedule at a crazy wedding
yes.
and you guys somehow managed to wake up to go to a temple. It's pretty impressive.
That was we could not miss that opportunity, especially to go with you. I mean, to where you practice. I mean, that's a pinch me moment.
You're the best. Well, Khloé, this week on the episode, when we're recording this at least, it's your 40th birthday. And that was soon after you got back from India last year.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, like, what it felt like turning 40.
I know so many people dread turning 40 or just getting older. And I am the complete opposite. I probably talked about my excitement in turning 40 for at least 3 years prior to turning 40. You know, my 30s were challenging for me, as I really do think when I reflect back that they are challenging for most people. I think your 30s is that, especially for women, because that's sort of when people feel like, oh, their biological clock is ticking. They should be married or have kids by this age. And the truth is people are getting married a little later. They are having kids later in life. And a lot of women are focusing on what their careers should be. And so they're sort of putting the family stuff on the back burner. At least that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
And for me, I had my kids. I had not so many great relationships in my 30s and in my younger 20s. But a lot of career stuff wasn't going the way that I envisioned and hoped and planned. And I really just wanted to get out of my 30s. I was like, I feel good. I have my kids.
Yeah.
And that's my wonderful, beautiful takeaway. And still, I also do believe that any of those experiences, they really are formative. And no matter how traumatic and horrible they are, you don't think that in the moment, but later on you do get to self-reflect and be like, okay, I needed that for some reason. But going into my 40s, I was skipping and leaping and hopping into them.
How did you imagine your 40s were going to look when you were younger? And now that you're moving into them, how close are they? How different are those visions?
So I don't know if you've ever seen this meme, but it's a meme of the Golden Girls. And I think those ladies were in their 40s or early 50s when they're ushered away somewhere in Florida at, have to live together because they're so old. And then they do side by sides with like a bunch of women in their 40s now, beautiful women. And the comparison, you're like, why was I so afraid? But the representation that we had when we were younger was very different than what the 40s are or 50s now. I mean, Gabrielle Union, I don't exactly know how old everybody is, but Jennifer Lopez, you see all of these gorgeous women and you're like, wait, I think they're 40s, 50s. What am I afraid of?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much even about the aesthetic. It's the liveliness that these women and the passion that these women have for life that you're like, that doesn't seem so bad.